is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the best lineup that you guys can make strictly just with Spotlight Sim players in NBA 2K23 MyTEAM. Now, I want to firstly say, guys, look, you can, honestly, most of these cards are duplicates, so you can't use them. But some of these cards you can plug in the same lineup. Like Candyman, you can use them in the same lineup right now. Would I? No, but everybody else is basically duplicates, so you can't use them. But like, you could, I guess, use Diamond Candyman as well as the Pink Diamond Candyman. Right now, at the time I'm recording this, Spotlight Sim specifically, what is the best lineup you can make? Some diamonds, some pink diamonds, obviously the Galaxy Opals. We're going to be talking about that in this video. Now, gonna make it a 10-man lineup. It really depends on your pink diamonds and what you choose. But the first thing I'm personally gonna do is plug in the Galaxy Opals, okay? Because I think, you know, it's important that we use all the Galaxy Opals in here. For Kyrie Irving, he's actually pretty solid. And I just want to talk briefly about the stats and badges of Kyrie. Because honestly, his defense is low-key underrated. I'm not saying he's the best point guard in the game, but his defense is low-key underrated. Offensively, he moves pretty fluid. He's got Hall of Fame range. His release isn't necessarily the quickest, but it is easy to time, easy to green. He's got quick drop dunks. He's honestly a really solid overall point guard in my team, especially for free. Now, for Andrew Wiggins, I wouldn't even sit up here in front of you guys and say I love Andrew Wiggins, because when I did my gameplay with him, he was okay, but he wasn't like game-breaking good. And it all starts and ends with his release. I just thought his release was overall pretty mid, and it's just kind of a weird release. Other than that, he's fine. I mean, you can give him the badges to make him good, you know, unpluckable, limitless, those types of things to make him that much better. But, I mean, again, wasn't necessarily that good. And then Kevin Garnett. Obviously, honestly, Kevin Garnett's the best power forward in the game and one of the overall best cards in the game. I mean, he's the reason you grind for the Spotlight Sims in general. And so he has to be plugged into the power forward position. So, I mean, you got a good core with the Galaxy Opals, but you got to fill it in outside of there, okay? And here's the deal. You get 6 pink diamonds. So my whole thing is, okay, you got to choose the 6 best pink diamonds to fit these specific tiers. And then who is the overall best diamond outside of that? Now, for me, I'm going to be plugging these guys in order from how well they actually are, okay? Or how good they actually are. Now, the first guy I want to talk about is Anunoby. 6'7", 7'2" wingspan, good 3-ball, good speed, really solid defensively. I mean, what more do you want at the small forward position? Yes, for me personally, I would love if OG could get limitless range. I would love if he came with more total badges. But to me, it doesn't matter that much because the card is great. Now, again, if you want to use the Diamond OG, you can. I mean, is there that much difference between the Diamond and Pink Diamond? No. But when you're looking at OG Anunoby as a Pink Diamond, he is one of the best just overall cards from the Spotlight Sims in general. Then when we talk about the center position, you gotta mention Candyman at the center position. Again, we'll do gameplays of all these pink diamonds basically today. But when you talk about the pink diamond, you gotta mention Candyman. Really solid finishing wise, defensively really solid. His release, really solid. D-Rob on quick, MJ dribble style as well, normal leaner. Now I know his 3-ball is not great. I get that. But if you do give him a 3-ball shoot, as well as, you know, upgrade some of these shooting badges, he's gonna be incredible. Give him unpluckable. I mean, the card is incredible. His player model is elite, and he's absolutely incredible. Now, with that being said, if you didn't want to choose Candyman, you could choose Chris Mullin, you could choose Tyreke Evans, but for me, I do think Candyman is the most complete. So, the question is, okay, if you're not going to choose Tyreke Evans, who are you going with your backup point guard? And I think I got to go with Dennis Johnson. Now, for me on my No Money Spent Squad series, I chose Rudy Gobert. Now, if you're wondering why I personally chose Rudy Gobert, it's because I'm a Timberwolves fan. And I love the Diamond Rudy Gobert, which we will get to later on in this video. But Dennis Johnson, one of the most complete overall point guards, not just in this Spotlight Sims, but in the entire game. Now, I wasn't great with his release. I'm not saying his release is bad. I just personally wasn't great with it. It does come with the normal leaner, MJ dribble style, Dame moving behind the back. I mean, the card comes with a lot of great animations. And I really think at that point guard position, he can absolutely hold it down. Not just for now, but for the foreseeable future. Again, I love Dennis Johnson. I actually think Dennis Johnson is even better than a guy like Kyrie Irving. So, basic question. Backup shooting guard, to me, it's a no-brainer. Cedi Osman. Now, we'll talk a little bit about him later on today. Cedi Osman, the only other guys you could maybe argue. I mean, Myles Turner's good, Vin Baker's good, Kirk Hinrich's good, but I do think Cedi Osman is the most complete card within them. Now, again, I'm one that I like to get the best guys on the court, so Cedi Osman, 6'7", 49 base badge, is just an absolutely super complete player in my team. His release, pretty quick, pretty smooth. I still got to get the hang of it. MJ dribble style, normal leaner. Just a really good and complete card in my team. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And when we come up with making the best overall Spotlight Sim lineup, Cedi Osman is definitely a part of it. So, then it gets tough because the only other divisions because I basically plugged in the best options right now. Then you talk about the division. The Southeast division is weak. You either choose Udonis Haslem, Gortat, DeAndre Hunter, Dell Curry, or Wes Unseld. I don't love any of these guys, especially after I used Wes Unseld and realized his player build wasn't great. I got to go with DeAndre Hunter. And I know a lot of people are going to tell me, Ty, his release is not great, this and that. Look, you can't have that bad of a release and have this good of stats. Like, I mean, you can, but his release is not that bad, right? I mean, it's not the quickest in the game. I'll give you guys credit where it's due. But it's good enough to use. He comes with Limitless. Shoot defensively is an absolute menace. He deserves to be in this squad. He absolutely does. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He definitely deserves a spot on this squad. And for me, it's kind of a no-brainer, honestly. It really is when it comes down to it. I love DeAndre Hunter. I know people are going to say his release isn't great, but I absolutely do love him. So then things are going to get tough because we've got two spots, okay? We've got the power forward and center position to fill on my bench, and all we've got left is the Southwest Division, okay? Southwest Division, you're looking at Matt Bonner, Dorain Finney-Smith, or Trevor Ariza. Those are your options for the Pink Diamonds to run at that power forward position. Now, for me personally, okay, let's look at Trevor Ariza. Okay, that's who we're going to look at first. Can he run the 4, or can we move OG Anunoby to the 4? Now, the first thing I noticed, no box out beast, no brick wall, no rebound chaser. Okay, that's cool and all, but outside of that, the card is absolutely incredible. And I know his release isn't necessarily the best, whatever. He's still smooth as silk. I love Trevor Ariza's card, okay? I absolutely love him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I hate Matt Bonner. His release is horrible. And so the only other option is Dorain Finney Smith at that 4. And at the power forward position, probably holds it down a little bit better if you want to play him there. But I still think Trevor Ariza is the overall better card. So for me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in Trevor Ariza here and swap OG Anunoby to the backup 4. Again, he is undersized. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. He's undersized, definitely. But for me, I do still think he can hold it down. And for me, it's all about getting the best lineup out there. And OG Anunoby, Trevor Ariza, DeAndre Hunter, they're all a part of that. So you guys might be wondering, okay, you need a diamond center. Who are you going to go with? The options are Matt Bonner, okay? Candyman, because you can run 2 Candymans in the same lineup right now. Don't know why. Lamarcus Aldridge, Rudy Gobert, Udonis Haslem, Gortat, Bob Lanier, Myles Turner. I mean, there are some solid options. Even Mitchell Robinson, who's absolutely horrible. I think it comes down to a 2-head race, though, okay? And those 2 heads are Myles Turner and Rudy Gobert. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's Myles Turner easy. Like, he can shoot. I mean, he's got good speed, competes on defense. Like, it's easy. I'd argue Rudy Gobert is 7'1", 7'8" wingspan. As far as interior bigs are concerned, there's not going to be many better. Defensively, way better in general with way more badges. Yes, Myles Turner is going to be better shooting the ball, but I'm taking Rudy Gobert as the better overall option to plug in right here. And that's just my opinion. Rudy Gobert, that backup power forward. Now again, a lot of this changes on who you choose for your pink diamonds. Some other diamonds, I do like Myles Turner as far as a diamond at the power forward position. I think he's incredible there. So if you wanted to, do that, you definitely could. But it really comes down to the fact that I think the shooting guard position is so stacked when it comes down to this. I really do. You got Wiggins, Cedi Osman, DeAndre Hunter. I mean, I haven't even talked about some of the other guys that I definitely do indeed like, like Dillon Brooks, for example, Chris Mullin, Dan Majerle, even Cedric. All those cards are absolutely incredible. And so if you got them, they can definitely play too, okay? It's all about trying to get the best lineup out there. And I do believe that this lineup right here is one of the best Spotlight Sim lineups you guys can come up with. Let me know your thoughts on this lineup down below in the comments, because I'm sure a lot of people might disagree with this, talk about how, Dorain Finney Smith belongs on here, Dillon Brooks. Look, I'm not saying those cards are bad. Most of these cards are really solid. but you gotta really limit it down and try to build around KG, Kyrie, and Andrew Wiggins. It's gonna wrap it up. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.